5 seconds. Education is fundamental for achieving full human potential, developing an equitable and just society, and promoting national development. Providing universal access to quality education is the key to India's continued ascent and leadership on the global stage in terms of economic growth, social justice and equality, scientific advancement, and cultural preservation. Universal high quality education is the best way forward for developing, maximizing our country's rich talent and resources for the good of the individual, the society, the country, and the world. India will have the highest population of young people in the world over the next decade, and our ability to provide high quality educational opportunities to them will determine the future of our country. The Global Education Development Agenda reflects in the Goal 4 SDG 4 of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development adopted by India in 2015 seeks to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunity for all by 2030. Such a lofty goal will require the entire education system to be configured to support the foster learning so that all the critical target of goals SDGs of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development can be achieved. The world is undergoing rapid change in the knowledge landscape with various dramatic scientific and technological advances such as the rise of big data, machine learning, and artificial intelligence, many unskilled jobs worldwide may be taken over by machines, while the need for a skilled workforce, particularly involving mathematics, computer science, and data science, in conjunction with multidisciplinary abilities across the sciences, social sciences, and humanities, will be increasingly in greater demand. With climate change increasing pollution and depleting natural resources, there will be a sizable shift in how we meet the world's energy, water, food, and sanitation needs, again resulting in the need for new skilled labor, particularly in biology, chemistry, physics, agriculture, climate science, and social science. The growth emergence of epidemic and pandemic will also call for collaborative research in infectious disease management and development of vaccination, and the resultant social issue heightens the need for multidisciplinary learning. There will be a growing demand for humanities and art as India moves toward becoming a developed country as well as among the three largest economies in the world. Indeed, with the quickly changed employment landscape and global ecosystem, it is becoming increasingly critical that children not only learn but more importantly learn how to learn. Education thus must have towards less content and more towards learning about how to think critically and solve problems, how to create a multidisciplinary, and how to innovate, adapt, and absorb new material in novel and changing fields. Pedagogy must evolve to make education more experimental, holistic, integrated, inquiry driven, discovery oriented, learn centered, discussion based, flexible, and of course enjoyable. The curriculum must include basic art, craft, humanities, games, sports, and fitness, languages, literature, culture, and values in addition to science and mathematics to develop all aspects of capabilities to learn and make education more well-rounded, useful, and fulfilling to the learner. Education must build character, enable learner to be ethical, rational, compassionate, and caring, while at the same time prepare them for gainful, fulfilling employment. The gap between the current state of learning outcomes and what is required must be bridged through undertaking major reform that bring the highest quality, equity and integrity into the system from early childhood care and education through higher education. The aim must be for India to have an education system by 2040 that is second to none, with equitable access to the highest quality education for all learners regardless of social or economic background. This National Education Policy 2020 is the first education policy of the 21st century and aim to address the many growing developmental imperatives of our country. This policy proposes the revision and revamping of all aspects of education structure, including its regulation and governance, to create a new system that is aligned with the aspirational goal of 21st century education, including SDG 4, while building upon India's tradition and the value system. The National Education Policy lays particularly emphasis on the development of the creative potential of each individual. It is based on the principle that education must develop not only cognitive capacity, both the foundational capacity of literacy and numeracy and higher order cognitive capacity such as critical thinking and problem solving, but also social, ethical, and emotional capacities and dispositions. The new education policy must help re-establish teachers at all levels as the most respected and essential members of our society because they truly shape our generation of citizens. The new education policy must help recruit the very best and the brightest to enter the teaching profession at all levels by ensuring livelihood, respect, dignity, and autonomy while also instilling in the system basic methods of quality control and accountability. Full stop.